guys, and welcome to my first video on this channel. My name is Jen and this is going to be a tarot channel. So this channel is called Tarot with Jen, pretty self-explanatory. You can kind of use your imagination to figure out what I'm going to be doing on this channel. But today I'm going to be doing a yes or no pick a card reading. I'm keeping it very simple. I'm going to take upward cards as yeses and reversals as nos. I'm going to try and go into this situation, but I'm only going to pick one card. I feel like this is a kind of simple way to start out me doing my tarot readings, because obviously they're general readings and I want to make it quite kind of simple for me and for you guys to watch as well, because I feel like when you're asking a yes or no question, sometimes you want a more simple and quick answer. At least I do anyway. So starting from left to right, we have 5 piles. So we've got here some black tourmaline as pile number 1. I feel like I always say that wrong, by the way, so don't come at me if I said that wrong. And then pile number 2, which is rose quartz. Pile number 3, which is some sodalite. Pile number 4, which is some malachite. And then pile number 5, which is some amethyst. So whichever one you're drawn to, feel free to click on the timestamp left to right and go in the description and select that. If you're struggling to pick a pile, something I like to do is just hover my finger over and see which one I'm drawn to, repeating the question I've got over and over in my head. And without further ado, I'm going to use the Rider-Waite tarot deck, the original tarot deck, and just get into this reading. So we're going to start off with pile number 1, or the black tourmaline or tourmaline, and I'm just going to move the crystals and zoom in a little bit so you guys can see the cards better. So hello to everyone that chose pile number 1, or the black tourmaline, and we're going to start off just by resetting the cards by just doing a quick split of them like this. So yes or no for pile number 1. Yes or no for pile number 1. Yes or no for pile number 1. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay guys, so I'm feeling like for you, this is a new opportunity that you're asking about. I'm feeling for a lot of you it's a new work or project related venture, so something new that you want to start or that you're starting. And you're kind of asking yes or no, should I start this thing? So maybe, for example, like, shall I start a YouTube channel, or shall I go for this new job, or shall I start this new course, something like that. And I feel like yes, you guys should definitely go for this, because this seems like it's going to bring you a lot of financial abundance and just abundance in general. And when we've got the Ace of Pentacles, it is about financial. Even though you're starting off kind of from the beginning, it is about financial gain and kind of starting something that will probably make you money. Probably not a lot at the start, but it has the ability to gain fruition and come into quite a lot of abundance financially. And yeah, I feel like this is just a really great opportunity for you guys to go for, and I'm hearing spirits say go for it, go for it, go for it. So I feel like whatever it is that you're asking about, especially if it's to do with work, career, a project, a side hustle, hobby, anything like that, I'm feeling like spirit is telling you to go for it. The Ace of Pentacles is kind of less to do with relationships or love or anything like that. So it's kind of hard for me to give an answer on that with just one card, just because I feel like this probably isn't your pile if you've asked about that, unless you've maybe met this person at work. Maybe a person you're asking about is something to do with work or something to do with a partnership, a business partnership or something like that. I feel like if you're just generally asking about love, I feel like this probably isn't your pile, but I feel like for most of you, you've asked about some kind of project, career venture, or some kind of new opportunity, and Spirit is saying this opportunity will be really beneficial and that you should go for it and hold the whole world in your hands. That's what I'm hearing. So yeah, definitely this is a yes for you guys that selected this pile and asked a question relating to that. Like I said, if you asked a different question, I would say it probably still is a yes, because we don't have any really energy here saying no, but I feel like it's hard with one card to get the information for every single situation in the whole world. So I do feel like if you asked about love or relationship or anything like that, maybe select another pile as well and then kind of compare the answers and see what is best for you. But yeah, I feel like this situation will bring you financial abundance and will bring you into some kind of prosperity and some kind of happy, good time. And I feel like, as you can see here, it's literally like a glowing hand, a glowing coin, a glowing opportunity, and I'm feeling like this is going to be really good for you. And I actually just heard a glow up, so maybe you guys, whatever you're asking about has to do with glowing up, or when you say yes to this, you will have a bit of a glow up. I am feeling that really strongly, or like you will benefit from it basically, really easily. So yeah, definitely a yes for pile number 1. Hello everyone that picked the rose quartz or pile number 2. This is going to be your reading. So I'm going to now get a card for you guys. So I always start off by kind of resetting my cards like so, just because I feel like that is the most beneficial way of resetting your deck. So we're going to get one card for pile number 2, yes or no. Yes or no for pile number 2. Yes or no for pile number 2. Oh my god, that went everywhere. And we just got a card that flipped upside down somewhere. Where did that go? Oh god. Right, absolutely lost that card, but yeah, we'll figure it out later. Let me do that one more time because that literally just failed. Yes, oh there it is. Here's the cards that flipped the wrong way around. Oh my god, we have a lot of them. Right, there we go. Yes or no for pile number 2? Yeah, oh my god, yes or no for pile number 2? Okay guys, so despite me saying that earlier that reversals equal a no, I do feel like in certain situations, obviously some of the cards are more favourable when they are reversed, such as this one. And I'm not going to lie, when I was shuffling, I felt like it was very difficult to shuffle, and usually that is kind of a sign that the situation is going to be difficult. So I would say, despite this being upright, I am going to say this is more of a no, just because this card, the Ace of Swords, does talk... this card, the Eight of Swords, does talk a lot about kind of feeling tied down, feeling restricted, feeling kind of caught in... Well, as you can see in this card, just like caught up, tied up, caught in, kind of like stuck in a box, if that makes sense. I'm sure you guys have heard that saying before, but yeah, this card is a lot about kind of just feeling really tied down and alone and isolated, and I feel like saying yes to this will make you feel like this, and that's kind of how I view yes or no reasons. Like whatever card comes up, that is how you're going to feel. So yeah, with this one, I'm feeling like it's probably a no, especially if you've asked about something I'm hearing to do with another person, to do with a relationship. It seems like a no. I feel like you're going to feel tied down in this situation. You're going to feel kind of alone, isolated, and maybe even rejected in this situation. You could feel a little bit controlled as well. This could also be by a workplace, because as you can see here, we've got like a palace in the background. So this could be by a workplace or a situation like that, like where someone or something might control you. So I feel like whatever you guys have asked about, I'm feeling for a lot of you it is love or a relationship. I feel like the answer is a no. And I am feeling a heavy energy. I've got a bit of a tight chest now, so I am feeling like this is a no. And I would say try and stay clear of this situation. Spirit's telling me to like avoid. Avoidance is key. So yeah, avoid the situation, because I feel like this is quite negative for you guys. I don't want to freak you out, but if you want to go for it, it's up to you. Obviously you have free will, you have autonomy, but I would say it doesn't seem very favourable to go for this opportunity or to do this thing or to say yes to this, just from the card here. So that is all for pile number 2, but I would pretty much say be careful in this situation and probably say no, just due to this card, and it does feel quite painful and not the happiest. So I would say, yeah, it's pretty much a no. But obviously, like I said, you have free will, so if you want to go for it, you can. But the advice would be probably a no. Hello to everyone that chose pile number 3, or the Soda Light here. This is a really calming crystal, so hopefully we've got a calming message. So I always start off by splitting my tarot deck like so. And we're going to get a message for pile number 3. Yes or no for pile number 3. Yes or no for pile number 3. The Tower. Okay guys, so this is really interesting. With the Tower card, this is all about huge kind of... with the Death card, it's more about huge change and transformation, but it's kind of like you instigate the change. So for example, if you know for a long time you need to leave a job and you're kind of not feeling it anymore, and you think, do you know what, I want a change, and you go and, you know, move move states and get a different job, move country and get a different job, move cities and get a different job. You know, that is the death card. That's you instigating the change. The Tower card is you've been in one place for a really long time, you refuse to leave, and Spirit kind of kicks you out, like kicks you back out the door, as you can see in this card. So with this one, I would say this is a yes. But obviously you may have a Tower moment in this situation. I feel like for a lot of you, you may have been stagnant in a situation for a long time. Like, we'll use the job example again. You could have been stuck in a job for a long time that you really don't like. This could be any situation, a relationship, a job, a career, a friendship group, a family situation, anything really. But you've been stuck in this situation for a long time, and you know in your head you need to say yes to something else. You know that you need to get out. So if you're asking anything like, should I do it, basically anything to do with anything new, any other opportunity, if you're like, shall I leave my job, shall I break up with said person, should I kind of change my life, should I get into a new situation, should I go with this new opportunity, the answer is yes. And obviously I don't want to say that for every situation, because every situation is very subjective, but if you know, you're going to know if this resonates. If you know you've been stuck in a situation for a long time where you feel stagnant and happy and you feel like it's just not making you progress in life, I would say this is definitely a yes to get out of the situation. And obviously if you're asking, shall I stay with this person or shall I stay in this job, I feel like this is probably more of a no, because the Tower in Tarot usually tells you to kind of kick your butt out of a situation, if that makes sense. So yeah, I feel like whether you could completely ignore this reading, carry on as you are, but it really depends on the way you've asked the question. But like I said, if you're asking about like, shall I take this new opportunity, Spirit is saying yes, or we're going to basically force it upon you and it's going to happen anyway. So yeah, I feel like for those of you who have been in a stagnant energy, you kind of know that's you, and you kind of know you have to make a change. And I think Spirit is just warning you that like, if you don't do it, they're going to do it for you. But if you're asking something like, shall I don't know, let me think of an example, like, shall I stay in this situation, or shall I get back with this person, or something like that, that may be a little bit more of a complex question, but I feel like you're going to know if you haven't felt stagnant in your relationship or your situation. This could just mean that like, maybe you're going to have a Tower moment in that relationship where you're going to realise a lot of things. But yeah, overall I would say this is a yes. Like, if there's a situation where you're like, should I go for this new opportunity, should I start this new thing, Spirit is saying yes, or basically going to do it for you. So yeah, that was it basically for pile number 3. And yeah, basically a big yes. And I know that Tower moments can be difficult, but I would say overall they're so worth it in the end, and you will feel so much better after the situation has settled. In a few weeks or even a few months, you will feel better. I'm hearing speak up. I also got a really weird like lump kind of thing in my throat just then when I was talking, so speak up is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So yes and speak up. Yeah, that's literally what I'm seeing, like the words yes, comma, speak up, exclamation mark. So follow that is what I'm gonna suggest. Hello to those of you that picked pile number 4, or the malachite crystal over here. So we are going to start off by just separating your cards and resetting the deck, because I always do this for every single reading. There we go. So yes or no for pile number 4, yes or no for pile number 4's situation. Ace of Wands. Okay, so again, we've literally had yeses pretty much in every single pile, different kinds of yeses, but it has pretty much all been a yes. So for this pile as well, we're having a yes. An Ace of Wands card is all about kind of new opportunities, very similar to pile number 1 actually, so if you were drawn to that kind of makes sense. But yeah, Ace of Wands is about new opportunities, kind of growing your own thing. So again, this may be to do with, I'm feeling for a lot of you, this could be to do with like activist type things, so to do with maybe the environment, global warming, nature, those kind of things. I'm hearing growing your own garden, so this could obviously be interpreted in so many different ways, but I feel like yes, this is a yes, whatever you're asking about. I feel like obviously if you're asking about kind of like starting something to do with the environment, or something to do with nature, or a kind of movement like that, or even literally growing your own garden in your back garden, I feel like this is very favourable. If it's anything to do with like I feel like whatever it's to do with, if you guys are on about like, should I move home, should I change my environment, the answer is yes, and Spirit is telling me to have more plants, more nature around you. If you can't outside, put it inside your home. I'm really feeling that for some reason, but if you get the opportunity to move somewhere, make it a place with a lot of nature around. As you can see here, we've got like trees, we've got a lake, we've got a nice house up here, we've got all these leaves and the sticks. So I'm feeling a lot about nature and about your environment. So yes is the answer, and I feel like if you're asking about any kind of like relationship or other situation involving another person, this is kind of implying that it will be a new opportunity and a kind of a new start. And also I feel like you're going to get quite grounded in this situation, whatever it is. If it's to do with a project or a job, obviously it might not be to do with nature at all, but I'm feeling like whatever it is, it's going to make you feel very grounded and back to a good kind of reality. And I feel like you're going to feel a bit like a kid again, kind of free. And you know when you're a kid and you just kind of like run through a forest, or you climb a tree and you feel just really grounded and just really just free. And that's really what I'm feeling from this reading. So this is a very nice, calm, positive, amazing yes. And I just want to say as well that the colour green may be significant, because we got a lot of green on this card. The crystal you chose was malachite, which is green, and also I see a green plant over there that I'm very, very drawn to right now. So that could be very this could resonate with you guys, or it could be very predominant in this situation. But yeah, I feel like whatever you're asking about, it is a yes, and it's going to bring you closer to the world and make you feel more grounded in the world and the universe. So yeah, definitely yes for you, pile number 4. Hello to everybody that chose pile number 5, or the Amethyst Crystal Cluster. This is the final reading, and I'm going to start off by just separating your cards. Sorry if the camera's moved a little bit, by the way. I just had a bit of an issue where I knocked my camera, and now I feel like it has slightly moved. The frame has moved a little bit, but nothing too bad. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, anyway, let's get into your reading. So yes or no for pile number 5 who chose the Amethyst Cluster. I'm even confused, like you guys are confused about this situation. I don't know why, but that really popped into my head. Okay, so we've got the 7 of Cups reversed. Okay guys, this is really, really interesting. Okay guys, so with this situation, I'm feeling like at the moment you guys are probably overwhelmed and stressed. And I did hear the word confused, so that makes a lot of sense. Even if you're not stressed, you're probably confused in your head, going through a number of options. I reckon you guys have a lot of opportunities. I don't know if they've been handed to you. I'm hearing they could have been handed to you like a cup, or you've just made a lot of opportunities for yourself, just through flowing. You know, I feel like you guys do usually go with the flow, but now you've got so many opportunities and it kind of feels like you don't know which one to pick. So for example, you could have a job opportunity here, you could have a job opportunity in another city, you could have an opportunity to go travel the world, you could have an opportunity to get with this person or whatever your situation is, whatever you're asking about. I feel like you have so many opportunities and you're feeling a little bit confused, potentially a little bit lost as well, and you're just really not sure what to go with. And I would honestly say for this pile, this is probably a no at the moment, and I don't think this is like a solid no. I think this is a no, and Spirit is really telling you to sit back. I'm hearing sit back in your deck chair and think about it. So I don't know if you guys have a deck chair or you live somewhere sunny, but sit back and think about this situation and really reflect. I'm hearing, like, when I was drawing the cards, I heard like write down your goals and write down what you want, and the answers will come to you. So maybe do like a pros and cons list of each option, because as you can see here, there's so many options. Like there's this woman, and there's this trophy with a snake in it, and there's this like beads, and then there's this house. So you guys might just not know where to put your energy right now, and I feel like you're very it's very separated. Not stagnant or anything like that. I feel like you guys have so many opportunities and so many paths you could go down, but I'm feeling like it's very separated, your energy, if that makes any sense. Kind of like you've got one thing over here, one thing there, one thing over here, one thing there. So Spirit is just telling you to sit back, reflect, and then make the decision, because I feel like if you go for this, you may end up looking back and thinking, oh, but I then didn't go for this opportunity or this opportunity, and maybe a different opportunity does suit you better. So, for example, if you've had the opportunity to move to a different city, you might be asking about that. You might be like, shall I move to this different city? But then you might also have the opportunity to go and travel the world. And at the moment you're thinking, oh, you know, moving to a different city is more practical, or it makes more sense to me. But maybe travelling the world may actually be the better option for you. So if you kind of catch my drift, that's why I'm going with it. Obviously your situation could be completely different. It could be like, oh, shall I date this person? And you may want to say yes to dating this person, but Spirit's telling you to reflect and think about what you want. And it might be that a different person that maybe you've just talked to a little bit is actually better for you, if that makes sense, or would actually make a better partner for you. So Spirit's just telling you to weigh up your options and then kind of come back to this reading, or go to a different reading if you want, a different yes or no reading, or this yes or no reading, and pick a different pile. That's really what they're telling me. So for this one, it's a no, but reflect, think about it, kind of write stuff down and really meditate on it, and then come back. And Spirit's telling you then you'll know the answer. Or even when you meditate and sit with yourself, you're probably going to know the answer. So yeah, that's it for pile number 5. So guys, that is actually it for all of the piles. We've gone through every single crystal and every single pile. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're watching to this point, remember to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Let me know how this resonated. And I really hope that I will see you in another reading very soon. If you've got any readings that you would like me to do, then please let me know in the description. And I would love to hear if this resonated, or if this kind of made sense to you guys. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you hopefully in my next video. Bye bye.